Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 17th of November. This is our weekly recap. It goes out to everybody on social media on my email list. If you want to join us, come on over to smartoptiontrading.com, click on live trading alerts. Reminder, rates are going up for anybody who's not a current member as of December 1st. All right, let's talk about this week and what's gone on here. And I'm a little nasally, guys. I do apologize for that. It is what it is. We had this big move up and this big move up off of CPI. PPI was good, and we've been going sideways ever since. And if you're looking at this market and you're frustrated because it doesn't want to give a dip, well, there's a ton of FOMO in this market, and this market's not in the mood to give a dip. And right here, first gap was here on the 30th, right? Gapped up, never touched the gap. Pushed up the next day, another little gap here, never touched it. Big gap here, never touched it. Big gap here, never touched it, and now another big gap that we haven't touched. So when I look at the SPY, I keep saying there's a ton of FOMO here. I look at the market, there's a lot of FOMO. They're chasing. 453.67 is your next level to take out. And once you've taken out that level, then you say, okay, we're above here, and here's your 52-week high. Then that's really what you start looking at this point. It's that simple here. If you can get a dip in the market, it'd be great. 459.44, by the way, on the 52-week high. Would love a dip. I would have loved those come down, maybe gotten to the 8-day. We're still extended. Look at how the vertical the 8-day is, the 21-day. And the oscillators, which were running hot earlier this week, have cooled off a little bit. So we're still kind of there. And it is what it is. Not everything is equal here. So when we talk about what's going on, the IWM, while I had a big push earlier this week to the 200-day, not participating here. The Qs remain stronger. You still have that big seven names that are pushing it. While the banks had a nice little push up here, and they're still grinding, they're pushing up here, elevating. Energy finally got a little bit of a bounce, but not much. When you focus on what's going on in this market, are there problems? Yep. Retail is sounding alarms all over the place. If you're paying attention, you're listening to the earnings report and to what these CEOs and CFOs are saying, they're worried. The consumer's in trouble. That's the problem. They're all seeing it. We're all seeing that these high interest rate environment and their credit cards are maxed, and they're seeing it. Walmart was screaming it. If you're paying attention to some of the things they said, big gap down on Walmart, 200-day now in play down here at 153.88. Costco getting hit on that as well. Costco sounded the alarm last earnings report. We've seen big names like Burberry and even Nordstrom's have sounded the alarm. A lot of these are saying that the consumer's in trouble. That's something we'll worry about as we move forward, but the market just doesn't care right now. At the same time, we're seeing some incredible action in some of these big seven. Microsoft yesterday, new all-time high. It's getting hit here. There's some news that broke late today that OpenAI's CEO has been pushed out by the board, Sam Altman, and that's just obviously a concern because Microsoft has so much money and time and everything invested in them. So you got a dip on Microsoft. As we say in the room, BTFD, right? Buy that dip. I'm sitting in some Apple call spreads out to January. This one's looking great. I think it wants to push much higher. Again, if the market goes, Apple goes and it's had this nice run, a little digestion here. And what I will do here is I will buy back my covered calls when I think it's ready to run. And that's how I did it with Square. That's what I'm going to do here with that one is ready. I'm in Amazon. I'm in some December calls on this one now. If you guys paying attention, nice move here today. Looks like it wants to back to the 52-week high, maybe running into Black Friday. Meta recovered, a small little dip, almost back to the 52-week high. NVIDIA, huge earnings report coming up on Tuesday. Cannot say how big this is for them and the semis. Last report, they didn't do much off of it. They beat big and they guided up again, but we had a sell-off off of it, and we never touched that high since then. We're close to it. So did they beat this time and guide up again? Big if it does. If it misses and guides down because of all these China shenanigans, could be some problems in the space. So we'll watch that. AMD, another nice week here, holding up here. I'm out of AMD for now, but we're waiting for their AI chip presentation. Out of Square, but Square still grinding up here. And you can just see these names are acting very well overall. Even Boeing provided a nice trade this week. What a move on Monday, or I think it was Monday on Boeing. Netflix has been slowly filling this big gap up here. It's into it and just keeps grinding up, just not no power. So bottom line here is when you look at the market, is it an easy market to trade? No, it's not. It requires you to pay up and chase. It's called the pain trade. That means you keep having to buy high and sell higher. Usually we like to buy lower and sell higher, and that's not the market we're in. So we adjust. You take it easy. Trading more options in stock right now, and I'm trying to buy time. That's why I converted Apple into a spread. I'll do charts on Sunday. Anybody joining us new, we'd love to have you. Remember, next week is a short week. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, the markets are closed for a holiday. Friday, the markets are open a half day. Wishing you all, if you're not around next week, a very happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'll be here Monday through Wednesday, and a great weekend. And I'll catch you guys all on Monday morning in the room.